G'day, it's Halo with the Armageddon report once more. This is cyclocane.com where we're looking at now two different tropical cyclone type things going on. Got tropical storm Doksuri, and I found out Doksuri is apparently, I still don't know how to pronounce it of course, a Korean word for eagle. So now you know, like, I don't know, it's a Korean word, that's all I've got. And then newly formed Tropical Cyclone 21. It sounds like a lot of fire and brimstone, right? And Tropical Cyclone 21 actually formed from the medium outlook, because yesterday this is an orange circle. So the high chance of Tropical Cyclone formation didn't turn into anything yet, or possibly, or obviously it hasn't turned into anything at the moment, but the medium did, so how about that? So, and over in the United States type of area, we've got a 10%, which is the remnants of Tropical Storm Debbie, and then a 20%. It was formerly a 10, now it's up to 20, so, but still it's pretty low, I don't know. So, the other news is that, for one, let's see, you can zoom in. I learned this by reading the documentation. I am holding down the shift key. Oh, of course, now it's not going to work for me. There we go. So, you shift and then you click and you make a little box and it'll zoom into where you want to go, which is fantastic. The other way that you can get these lovely storm tracking maps, which is possibly more relevant, is you can click on that and now it does go to that, and it's actually, if you zoom out, it's the exact same map. It's just that it zooms to whatever you're interested in. So that's Doksuri, and that's 21 right there. So let's go back to Doksuri, since it's the one that's actually going to be making landfall. So you can also click on the orange dots now and it'll tell you the approximate wind speed. So 40 knots / 46 miles per hour, and then to 35 knots, and then 25 knots. So obviously when it's over land, tapering off quite a bit. And then Doksuri, you might notice, is going to travel back in time to June 1st. So here, you know, it's June 30th, and then over here it's June 1st. So obviously that is a bug, and I will need to fix that. So that's the, I don't know, that's the cyclocane update. So there's stuff that's actually going on, but in the United States it's quiet-ish. You know, just the yellow. And then nothing going on in the Eastern Pacific or the Central Pacific either. So, the other big news, it's flipping hot still. It's apparently record-breaking heat where lots of triple-digit temperatures. So this is the temperature map type thing for today. Here's Saturday where it's still flipping hot. Sunday where it still looks flipping hot. Monday, there's less red, I don't know, except for Arizona, California, and Nevada. It still looks quite red as compared to today. So, hot. So like hundreds and hundreds and 10. So this is unsurprising, right? In fact, I'm not sure. I think July of last year was the worst of the months in the United States, heat-related wise, and I'm not sure if it ever had this much going on. So we've got like, this pink shade, excessive heat warnings. All of the peach stuff around it is heat advisories. This dark red, I believe, would be a watch, excessive heat watch. So that means they will be in an excessive heat warning soon. So it's basically spreading all over, and of course we've still got the Colorado wildfire thing going on, so everything's either literally or metaphorically on fire. And then oddly enough, severe thunderstorm weather-wise, things have actually increased somewhat. So as of yesterday, I believe the outlook was like, what, 5%? And now we've got a 30% chance of winds and a 30% chance of hail, with the additional probability that it could be significant. So let's take a look at what's going on right now. These are the mesoscale discussions. So this is up in Maine, New Hampshire, and Vermont, with a 60% chance of watch issuance, increasing threat of severe thunderstorms. If you're interested, you can read that. It's quite technical though, you know, got lots of gibberish, joules per kilogram, whatever that even means. And then over here, Indiana and Ohio, severe wind / hail threat increasing with mesoscale convective system propagating southeastward. So, and this is concerning one of the watches that's already in effect. So let's look at the watches in effect. Look at that. That's what we need to see all over the red areas with the temperature. Just bring in some, nice thunderstorms. With all the lightning strikes, though, and the drought will probably set everything on fire, but then it can just wash it away with all the rain from the storms. I don't know. Anyway, severe thunderstorm watch there and there. Let's see what's entailed. One of them is till 7 p.m. EDT tonight, and the other is 10. So presumably that is the one that's over at 10. Actually, you can click on that, and then it will focus on it. So yeah, that is definitely the one that's over at 10 p.m. EDT. So here's the specific wind map. So you can see Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine up there with the 15%, and then as high as at 30 in Illinois, Indiana, and Ohio. And then on the hail map, we've got a couple of things going on. You've got as high as a 30% again, and then almost completely overlapping it is the threat for significant hail. So that would be everybody else has the possibility of 1 inch or larger, and then the black hatched area is where the 2 inch or larger hail is possible. And we actually have a tornado threat as well, 2% for quite a few states. However, 2% is also, not a huge number. Climatologically speaking, it's a high number because you don't see a 2% tornado threat every day. That's what's high climatologically speaking, or a large word like that. So anyway, let's pick this random point in Illinois to explain the numbers. What does this 2% mean? That means if you looked at this random point in Illinois, there's a 2% chance that that random point or someone within a 25-mile radius of them will see a tornado today. So the chance that that particular point will see a tornado, not so high. But the chance that they'll, either be in extreme heat or hear someone complain about it is probably 100%. Right. Tomorrow, also up from 5%, and again with the significant, got 3 different slight risk areas. North Dakota, Minnesota, South Dakota, Nebraska, Colorado, and maybe Kansas, I don't know. Iowa, Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, Pennsylvania, West Virginia, Connecticut, I have no idea. There's a whole bunch of states affected by that. And then a 5% up there for Maine. So what we have here is the probability map where you can see all of the yellow things. Those are the slight risk areas. And then the black hatched area is probably going to be significant hail. So that would be, again, the 2 inch or larger hail. However, we being people who are not meteorologically, whatever the word would be, such as myself, won't know until tomorrow when the Storm Prediction Center will actually break down what they mean by the significant weather area. So it could be significant winds, it could be, the chance of an EF2, a greater tornado, but probably not. Day after tomorrow, we're up with this one again, up to 15%. Well, actually, yesterday it was on the day 438 map where it just said predictability too low. Right, I don't know. So Montana and North Dakota, day after tomorrow, also known as July 1st with the 15%. And here's the probability map where you can see there's a whole bunch of states affected by 5% on day after tomorrow. Days 4 through 8, though, still says predictability too low. So that means if you were to read this, you'd find out more details. But there is severe thunderstorms predicted in days 4 through 8, but the timing and or location is not yet certain enough. Right, if you like this screencast or something, you go to severeweathertv.com, which is the official home, and you can watch the old ones for whatever reason by clicking on daily screencast. We'll talk about all this stuff, like Hurricane Carlotta made landfall apparently. I don't know. Yeah, that's what's up with that. Something that wasn't much of a segue. Anyway, WikiWix, if you're interested in severe thunderstorms, and of course if you're in one of these affected areas, you should totally pay attention. It's WICKEDWX. Yeah, some days I can't even spell and I get lost, I don't know. Anyway, if you can't read, it's right up there. And then, of course, if you're interested in cyclones and hurricanes, there's Cyclocane, CYCLOCANE.com. And, of course, there's also the National Hurricane Center. And the Joint Typhoon Warning Center is where I be getting my data. Right, so that's it for today. Hopefully you have a flippin' fantastic weekend. Hopefully you're not in the hot weather or... Well, actually, probably today you'd probably prefer, if you are in the hot weather, to be in the severe thunderstorm area, or to have a nice monsoon or a nice tropical storm just kind of sitting out over your house, bringing relief from the severe heat. I don't know. Anyway, that's it. Hope you, hey, yes, enjoy your weekend.